ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome aboard the amphibious Captain Dixon. My name is Jack, and I'll be your tour guide and pilot on today's 8.5-mile journey. Half on land, half on water, and if you're lucky, just a little bit in the air. Now today's tour will consist of 3 parts, 1 part Wisconsin Dells history, 1 part Native American legend, and 1 part food for thought. That's right, folks, little grade A baloney. I'll let you guys decide which is which and what is what. Now, if you do have any questions on today's tour, please feel free to ask, and I'll do my very best to answer. However, on the off chance I don't know the answer, well then, I'll just make something up. Now, our first point of interest on today's tour will be these hand-carved granite statues you see on either side of us today. These statues once sat atop the Chicago Board of Trade building until 1932, when they were redecorated by a stick of dynamite and brought here by Miss Helen Roth to decorate her home, Dawn Manor. Now keep Dawn Manor and Miss Helen Roth in the back of your mind, as we'll be seeing them a little later on in today's tour. In other words, folks, what I'm trying to tell you is, don't take these statues for granted. Now, if you didn't like that one, folks, so it's going to be an awful long tour for you, because while that was my very best show, that's right, folks, it all goes downhill from here. Now, a couple of facts about the big green machine you are riding on today. She was built by General Motors in Pontiac, Michigan in 1942 at a cost of $10,000 for use in World War II and later on the Korean conflict. She stands 9 feet tall, 8 feet 2 inches wide, 32 feet long, and weighs in at a slim yet slender 7.5 tons. Your standard DUKW here travels around 6 to 8 knots on water, 45 to 50 miles per hour on land. But just the other day, I got to go to about 150 right off the edge of this boat.
That's what makes me a coast enthusiast.
That was about 150, right, folks?
So I do need to go 160.
Anyway. Now, did I lose anybody?
That was fun. That was the best boat yet.
The one that we liked, anyway. Now that brings me to my next point, folks. If you are falling off or feel like you are falling off at any point in today's tour, just remember to take someone with you, because I am not required to stop for just one. Really learned that the hard way last tour.
Yep, I'll back as your man. There's a river down there, guys.
Coming up on your left here, you're going to see the Wisconsin State Flower, otherwise known as the traffic cone, seen on every road, highway, and interstate throughout the entire year.
I don't even know what's on
Folks, if you do haven't seen any wildlife on today's tour, please point it out, and I'll do my very best to make sure you guys get a good look.
How do we get in the water? When you can. Just in case there's like a...
Would you look at that, folks, off to the left? Oh, it's a cute baby. Stop sign. They're just adorable, folks. Such a cute little baby stop sign.
I can't get it because I'm on the wrong side.
Would you look at that, folks? They grow up so fast.
That's too funny.
Now, folks, you may be noticing the danger signs on either side of us today. They're there for a very important reason. You see, we are now approaching one of the most dangerous parts on today's tour, known as the S-curves. Now, unfortunately, we do require you to wear our safety belts only for this part here. Now, we put the safety belts right underneath your seat there. Pretty self-explanatory. Put them right around your waist, buckle them right in. We'll be right on our way.
Oh, the camera's just turning around.
Did you find them? No?
What are we going to do?
Well, if you didn't find them, just keep looking because we have been looking for 77 years now.
Oh, major luck. I'm like, wait, I remember these safety belts when we were 17 at the family reunion.
I like that they spray something on it.
And just like that, we've descended down into the beautiful Ferndale. Now, Ferndale is home to many different types of ferns, including the red fern, yellow fern, green fern, blue fern, the purple fern, the repeating fern, the repeating fern, the repeating fern, the interrupting fern, Phineas fern, and of course my personal favorite fern you'd hardly ever seen coming up on your left, the beautiful, marvelous, invisible fern. Now you may be noticing a slight drop in temperature down here in Ferndale. Now this is for two reasons. One being this lush canopy of trees you see above us here, that blocks out most of the sunlight. And the second being the sandstone cliffs you see on either side of us today. You see this sandstone locks in moisture acting as a natural air conditioner. So at any point down here in Ferndale, it may be up to 10 degrees cooler, making us the coolest people in the Dells. Gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh no, there's a pond here.
The Pacific Ocean.
How are we going to get across
A lot
now?
smaller in person, isn't it, folks? Now it makes it a little bit bumpy entering into the Pacific today. So the one hand, go ahead and grab that seat in front of you. And with the other hand, on your nose.
Oh my gosh, we're driving into the water.
Oh no, we're driving the water. Oh, I remember we got a little bit wet.
Just
this.
like
I already got
the
this.
Wisconsin River. Now I just disengaged the wheels, so if you look on either side of us today, you'll see those wheels slowly sinking to the bottom.
Hey, Montayo, drive your vehicle you own to this water? Well, we found a vehicle that can do that here.
Now we're just in the water.
Oh, this is perfect. Still out, Annie.
This is why we're being right in this river on these exact vehicles. Wow.
Okay, I'm not only one vehicle. That guy over there in the pencil. There's another duck. Well, that's not a duck. Plenty River is. Let's go and duck out here. Now, I believe we come up to this island, if I well remember, 17 to get this.
Folks, for our first rock formation on today's tour, if you look about any left shoreline, you'll see that mushroom-shaped rock there. That is what's known as Pulpits Rock. You see the story here goes that back in the early 1800s, a traveling preacher used to come through, sit on top of that rock with his baby grand piano, and preach hymns to Native Americans going by on their birch bark canoes. Now all was going swell until one day mid-solo, unbeknownst to the preacher, a thunderstorm rolled in. Lightning struck the rocker in that left side there, slicing it right in half, sending that preacher flying all the way across the river to that tree. that green one over there. And that piano falling right down the right side where you guys can still see that piano today, leaning against that tree there. Legs against the rock and its keys facing to the sky. How many of you believe my story? If I told you I could still get some music out of that bad boy? How about some hard rock by the Rolling Stones? Most famous rock formation on today's tour, if you follow the shoreline straight ahead of us here, all the way to the left till you reach that point. Go all the way up to the top there, you guys will see the rock formation formerly known as Hawks Beak. Use your imagination a little bit with me today, and you guys can see that top rock all the way up there facing down a bit as its upper beak. The rock below that facing up a bit as its lower beak, and the rock between the two being its tongue. Stretch your imagination just a little bit further for me today, folks.
Yeah, that's what that
see that slit in the rock behind its upper beak there as its eye. And then that slab of rock coming out behind his head there as its wing as it soars across the Wisconsin River. Now, when I did say this one was the most famous, that's because it was featured in Life magazine in 1962. I do especially hope you enjoyed this one, folks, as it is very near and dear to my heart, as it did take me a full 6.5 months to carve. be noticing today that the river has more of a brownish tint to it and not that blue or clear color water that you might expect. Now this is not due to pollution or that the water is dirty whatsoever. You see, the reason is that in northern Wisconsin, the Wisconsin River runs through tamarack swamps. These swamps give off a tannic acid, which gives it its brownish tint. Now you might be thinking, tannic acid, that sounds harmful. Well, it is not. It is completely safe. And it's like many of the products that we've known to love and enjoy on a daily basis, including coffee, tea, Coca-Cola, and of course my personal favorite, tequila. Folks, you may be starting to notice a slight change in scenery over here on your right. That patch of ground there with little to no trees. That is due to one of the worst natural disasters in our history. I'm talking about the breach of Lake Delta that happened back in 2008. You see, in the spring of 2008, we received record amounts of rainfall, causing artificial Lake Delta, located right on the other side of that hill there, to rise 51.5 inches, breaking through the hill, spilling all 267 acres of water into the Wisconsin River in a span of just 2.5 hours, taking with it 4 summer homes and County Highway 80 located right on top of that hill there. Now, after all was said and done, this cost the city of Lake Delta $3.6 million in damages and over 3 months to rebuild the hill you see there today. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of a perspective over here on your left on that beach there, right when that sand on the beach meets the tree line is just how high the river got that day.
Oh, no.
Now you guys will get a closer look as to where it breached on Lake Delta over there a little later on in today's tour.
That's hurricane damage, guys.
I remember when I was here for that.
Well, just walk in Wisconsin. That's tornado damage.
Because there was no water.
That's how high the river was at one point in time. That's pretty well damaged.
just re-engage the wheels and we're about to make our first amphibious exit via Dell Creek here. Now Dell Creek has known to get many ducks stuck over the years, so just in case, I've developed a foolproof plan. You see, in which case they do get stuck, well then me and all the other strong men on board will go onto the back deck of the duck and lower all of the women and children into the freezing cold Wisconsin River as they push us to safety. How do you guys like that plan?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
No, we didn't like that plan. Don't worry, I am only joking. The river's not that cold. Ladies, better hope we don't get stuck.
Video, guys, but it's all about the duck tour.
Oh my gosh. We're coming up out of the water.
Okay, these guys are stuck on an island.
I think it's called a sandbar.
They're stuck on an island.
Whoa! Wow! Look at that.
Oh wow, look at the road. We're leaning towards my way.
That was interesting. The road kind of tipped a little bit.
Yeah, I felt that.
That was awesome.
That are actually more about the nature.
It wasn't as good though as we went coasters down the hill. That was my favorite.
That's actually a road bridge up there.
Yeah, I've got that. Oh, I forgot the ducks are so down. Bumpy right here. Okay, bumpy, ow.
Now folks, one thing you may not know about the water over here to your left is that this water here is actually imported. Now the water here is Russian.
I get it.
Okay, we're now back on land. We're staying close to the duck. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. Or not. I thought he was gonna stop the call for him. That's what I thought. Alright, I think that's what I said. The baseball field is coming up on our right.
Hey folks, what the fish say when it swam into a wall?
Man.
Yep, On your left here is the W.J. Newman Dam, built back in 1927 to slow down the rushing waters of Bell Creek, forming artificial lake down there on the other side. And once that disastrous breach of 2008 happened, a $1.5 million 80-foot spillway was added to it to make sure that nothing like that could ever happen again. So now, folks, as you may have guessed already, is the perfect opportunity for you to take all the damn pictures you want. You guys get your damn pictures.
My video.
That's great.
Glad to see it.
Yeah, I can get it.
Oh, this is great. Oh, that's great. This is awesome.
Perfect. Some of these damn
that.
jokes already. Alrighty, folks. How do you all want to go into Lake Delton today? Fast or slow?
Fast.
Slow? Well, just a quick warning, there will be a slight mist of water coming over the top of the dock, hitting me in the first couple of rows here, but it does not compare to the 80-foot tidal wave coming over the back of the dock. So if you do have any belongings on the ground, I would pick them up now, because, well, anything that washes up to me, I get to keep and sell on eBay. Except for small children, of course, so I get those right back. Here we go.
Just like Ron was one at the bottom of it.
Yeah, I was not joking there, was I, folks?
That was awesome.
Did you get wet, Aaron?
A little bit.
Hey, how'd my seat get wet?
You guys will get stuck behind a splash down here in about 3 seconds.
Oh, I'll get my video.
2,